So you're thinking about buying a home and you're trying to figure out how in the world do you find the best mortgage lender with all the different options. You don't know where to actually look. Should you look with a mortgage broker, with a big bank, with a local credit union, online solutions, where to look, what to do? I'm gonna go through all of that for you, help you kind of compare the different options and see what is the right fit for you. Hi, I'm Conor Green. I'm the team leader of the OBS group here in Tampa Bay. And I'm gonna walk you through a few of the different types of mortgage lenders and some of the pros and cons for each and why you might wanna go with a bank or a credit union or a mortgage broker. So the two types of lenders that I'm going to go over are going to be your direct lenders, which are going to be like your banks, your credit unions, your online entities that I'm sure you've searched a bunch of. And then number two, your mortgage brokers. Before I go over the pros and cons of each, I wanna give you the short answer, which is you need to shop around as much as possible. And by shopping around, just like with anything, you'll be able to find the best mortgage solution for yourself, which is not just price, but it's also service. So first, let's talk about these direct lenders, which again are gonna be your banks, your credit unions, and your online entities. And because you're dealing direct with them and there's no middleman, like a mortgage broker, sometimes you can get it for a cheaper rate or have less fees. Credit unions, for example, sometimes can offer more competitive rates than banks. It all just depends, but again, this is where the comparisons need to happen. This is where you need to shop around, because I can't just sit here and say, always go with a credit union or always go with a big bank or always go with an online institution, because it all varies and depending on all of your personal information. And so it's just important to shop around. One other pro of using a credit union is sometimes they can give more unique loans on more unique properties. So if you need that flexibility, sometimes a credit union is a good place to check out. Now, the cons of using these direct lenders are the rates and fees are going to vary widely, and you as the buyer or consumer is basically having to absorb all the information and properly compare them. And as you can imagine, sometimes it feels like they manipulate the numbers a little bit, in the sense that if you're looking for a loan estimate on a particular home and you're trying to compare two direct lenders, let's say a bank and a credit union, maybe even an online institution. Oftentimes what I see them do is try to say, oh, well, your monthly payment is going to be $200 less if you work with us, when really they're just not properly accounting for insurance and taxes, and maybe they artificially lowered those, when in reality, they're not really saving you any money. Or for example, there's a lot of fees built in, and so maybe the rate that they're quoting you at is one in which you have to pay to buy down the rate. And paying to buy down the rate is what is called paying a point. So as you probably can already tell, the big con of using a direct lender is all of this comparison is on you as the buyer. So you have to do a lot of homework in comparing these different lenders, these different banks, these different credit unions. Now, there are a lot of great online tools that help try to aggregate and compare these different people, but a lot of it is still manual. Sometimes one of the best ways to do this is if you're looking at a specific property, you can get a loan estimate from multiple lenders and then compare apples to apples what that loan estimate looks like from each different lenders. Again, just make sure they don't trick you with artificially making the property taxes and the insurance lower than they should be. Now, the second big type of lender is going to be your mortgage brokers. And they basically are going to compare different lenders for you and see what is the best option. So the pros of working with a mortgage broker is they're going to do all this comparison and legwork for you and shop all of these different lenders and take that burden off of you. And it's a big time savings for you, because you just submit this one application with this mortgage broker and then they shop all of these different lenders for you, versus you having to submit an application with, like if we go back to your direct lenders, different banks, different credit unions, different online institutions, the mortgage broker kind of does this for you. Now, they're not doing this out of the kindness of their heart. The first con would be you do have to pay a fee for their services, so they're usually going to charge maybe about 1 to 2%. Now, mortgage brokers don't do this out of the kindness of the heart. Obviously, it's a business too. So for them to not only shop around for you with lenders, but also give you more of a concierge white glove service so that you don't have to worry about any of this. They'll explain the different loan options for you, and they'll also, again, shop around for you. They generally charge either a low flat fee or sometimes about 1 to 2% of the mortgage loan. Now, if you happen to work with a mortgage broker who is not as ethical, one thing to be aware of too is they could show you loan options that aren't in your best interest per se. They're not the lowest cost or best service options, but because they get a higher commission for them, they might try to lean you towards that one. But again, this is where, like I said from the beginning, to shop around with multiple options, that's where this comes into play. And getting good recommendations from your real estate. Alright guys, so again, in review, to find the best mortgage lender, first off, understand the difference between mortgage brokers and then direct lenders, in the sense that the mortgage broker is able to offer more of a white glove service, do all the comparison for you, explain the different loan types, explain what makes the most sense for you, and give you a little bit more consultation. Whereas these direct lenders might be a little bit slower. Sometimes they often operate with bigger departments. Again, it's just, they're not as agile, or oftentimes white glove is a mortgage broker, and that's why the mortgage broker charges what they do. But on the direct lender side, because there's not a middleman, you might save a little bit on your rates and fees. So it's something to check out. And so you're going to want to shop around both with your direct lenders, your banks, your credit unions, your online institutions, as well as with your mortgage brokers. And then the key is just having them run your credit so that you can get a fully accurate loan estimate on what it actually will look like if you buy, let's say, 123 Banana Street. And that way you're able to compare the different lenders, see what fees they charge, see what interest rates they're able to give you, and see what is the best option for you, both cost-wise and then also service-wise. Now, if you have any other questions, because I totally understand how it can be a little bit intimidating, go ahead and drop a comment below and I will be sure to answer them. As always, if you found this video helpful, go ahead and smash that like button. It lets me know to make more videos just like this for you. And if you're looking to learn more about real estate, whether you're about to buy a home and you want to learn more about the different phases of the process, or you're looking to sell your home, or you're looking to invest, check out my YouTube channel. I make more videos just like this, all super easy to understand and nice straightforward. But that's it for me today, y'all. So until next time, this is Conor Green. Have a blessed day.